In 2003, a songwriter sat alone in a room and watched a music video of his own song. And when it was over, he said something no songwriter ever wants to admit. He said it wasn't his song anymore. But once he watched what another artist had done with his words, he knew the truth.
I remember I was doing a session with a friend of mine, and this video shows up in the mail. And what I wasn't prepared for was what I saw, and it really then wasn't my song anymore. Yeah.
That's what a truly great cover can do. It doesn't just repeat somebody else's song. It can reach inside it, grab hold of a meaning nobody else noticed, and turn it into something completely new.
No one knows this more than me.
Today we're counting down 5 country covers that took someone else's song and gave it a brand new meaning. Let's get into it. Number 5, Just Breathe, Willie Nelson.
Yes, I understand that every life must end.
In 2009, Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam wrote a song called Just Breathe, almost entirely on his own. It's one of the gentlest songs the band ever released.
Stay with me, oh, let's just breathe.
A quiet meditation on love, luck, and running out of time. Vedder sings about being grateful for the people he loves and being honest about how scared he'd be to lose them.
They got one, yeah, others they got none.
It's already a deeply personal song, but Vedder was in his 40s when he wrote it, singing about mortality in a kind of abstract, someday sense.
We must go on.
Powerful, but still hypothetical.
Every life must end.
Then, in 2012, Willie Nelson, then closing in on 80 years old, recorded his own version for his album Heroes, as a duet with his son, Lucas.
Stay with me.
When Eddie Vedder found out Willie wanted to cover his song, he was floored. He said it felt like an honor, almost too big to put into words.
Did I say that I want you? Oh, if I did.
And here's why the meaning shifts so completely. When a 40-something rock star sings about running out of time, it's a thought experiment. But when an actual elderly man sings those same words directly to his own son, sitting right next to him, holding a guitar, it stops being a thought experiment entirely. It becomes real.
Practiced are my sins, never gonna let me win.
The song isn't imagining loss anymore. It's living inside it. This wasn't Willie's first time doing this. A few years earlier, he covered Coldplay's The Scientist the exact same way, taking a young man's heartbreak song and turning it into something that sounded like an old man's goodbye letter.
Everything you gave and nothing you would take on.
Speaking of songs hiding something deeper than they first let on, our next pick belongs to a band famous for being loud, heavy, and about as far from country music as you can possibly get.
Being on.
Turns out, they were sitting on a love song the entire time. It just took a country singer to prove it.
No one knows this more than me.
Number 4, The Promise, Sturgill Simpson.
If you wait a while, I'll make you fall for it.
Back in 1988, a British synth-pop band called When in Rome released a song called The Promise.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of you right.
On the radio, it sounded like a party. Bright keyboards, a driving beat, the kind of song you'd hear blasting out of a car window in the summer.
Don't look to a stranger, you know in.
But underneath all that shine, the lyrics tell a much sadder story. A man is begging someone not to give up on him. He keeps promising he'll change. Over and over he swears it. But because the production was so upbeat, so glossy, that desperation gets buried. It sounds less like heartbreak and more like a catchy hook you'd sing along to without really thinking about the words.
You're in doubt. when you're in danger.
Then in 2014, country singer Sturgill Simpson covered it on his album Metamodern Sounds in Country Music, and he did something almost brutal to the song. He stripped away everything, no synthesizers, no drum machine, no shine at all, just his voice, a slow melody, and silence in all the places where the original used to be loud. Same words, same promise being made, but without anything to hide behind. That promise doesn't sound hopeful anymore. It sounds like a man who already knows, deep down, that he's about to break it. The lyrics never changed, but once you take away the noise, all that's left is how honest and how sad those words really are.
Of the right place to say, no, they don't sound.
Sturgill wasn't done rebuilding other people's songs. 2 years later, he covered Nirvana's In Bloom and turned that one into a slow country ballad too.
If you wait a while, I'll make you fall for me.
At this point, it's basically his signature move. Take a song everybody thinks they know and rebuild it from the ground up.
And when you're in danger.
If Sturgill Simpson proved a cover could strip a song down to its bare bones, our next artist proved something else entirely. That even a song nobody has ever fully understood can still be made to feel personal. Number 3, All Along the Watchtower, Charlie Crockett.
Plowman dig my earth.
In 1967, Bob Dylan wrote a song called All Along the Watchtower. It's short, just 12 lines, and to this day, nobody, not even Dylan himself, has ever fully explained what it means.
Talk falsely now. The hour's getting late.
It's a strange, almost biblical conversation between two characters, a joker and a thief, while riders approach somewhere off in the distance.
Kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief.
It feels like the opening of a story with no ending. Most people don't even picture Dylan when they hear this song. They picture Jimi Hendrix, who recorded his own electric, roaring version less than a year later. It became so famous that even Dylan admitted Hendrix's version was the one that stuck. For decades, when Dylan performs the song live, he plays it Hendrix's way, not his own original way.
The thief has too much confusion.
Then came Charlie Crockett, the Texas-born singer, known for blending country with old blues and soul, brought Watchtower back down to earth.
But you and I, we've been through that. And this is not.
In a solo acoustic performance, he stripped away Hendrix's fire completely. No roaring guitar solo, no apocalyptic build-up, just Crockett's voice and a guitar, like an old traveler telling a ghost story around a campfire.
Outside in the cold distance.
The mystery in Dylan's lyrics doesn't go away in Crockett's version. It just changes shape. Instead of sounding like a warning about the end of the world, it starts sounding like a quiet confession from somebody who's already lived through hard times and is just now getting around to talking about it.
None of them are along the line. Know what any of.
Here's the wild part. Watchtower might be the single most covered Bob Dylan song in history, and the strangest twist of all, Dylan basically admitted somebody else's cover became more famous than his own original.
None of them are along the line. Know what.
That's not a knock on Dylan. That's just proof of how powerful a cover can be.
To the thief has too much confusion.
But before we get to number 3, here's something to sit with. Later in this countdown, we're going to talk about a songwriter who watched another artist perform his song and admitted, in his own words, that it made him feel like he'd lost something forever.
No reason to get excited. The thief, he kindly spoke.
We'll get there. First, let's talk about a song that turned mortality into a family conversation.
Yeah, I was getting late.
Number 2, Nothing Else Matters, Chris Stapleton. In 1991, Metallica frontman James Hetfield wrote Nothing Else Matters, almost by accident.
Much more from the heart. Forever trust.
The story goes, he was on the phone late at night with his girlfriend, missing her while out on tour, and started humming a melody he didn't think anyone else would ever hear. It became one of the biggest songs of Metallica's career.
A different view. No, nothing else matters.
But because it's wrapped in heavy guitars and a massive orchestral arrangement, most fans hear the power ballad first and the vulnerability underneath it second.
I know.
It's always been a tender, private song. It just never sounded like one. In 2021, for a tribute album celebrating the Black Album's 30th anniversary, Chris Stapleton recorded his own version. His cover runs nearly 8 minutes, slower, rootsy, built around little more than his guitar and that unmistakable rasp in his voice. He didn't add drama to the song, he took drama away. And what was left underneath was the song Hetfield actually wrote in the first place. A quiet, honest confession from a man far from the person he loves. Stapleton didn't rewrite the story. He just stopped hiding it behind the noise. Stapleton wasn't even the only country artist to take a swing at this song. Darius Rucker and Mickey Guyton also recorded their own covers for that same tribute project. Out of 53 total covers on that album, 3 of them were country artists going after this exact Metallica song. That tells you everything about how deeply this one track connects with Nashville. Alright, this next one is the reason we made this entire video. It's the cover so powerful, the man who wrote the original song admitted, in his own words, that it wasn't his anymore. Let's talk about why. Number 1, Hurt, Johnny Cash.
My sweetest friend.
In 1994, Trent Reznor closed out 9 Inch Nails' album, The Downward Spiral, with a song called Hurt. It's not a metaphor, it's a song about addiction, self-destruction, and pain, sung by a man in his 20s who was living through exactly what he was writing about. It's one of the most emotionally raw songs of the entire decade, and for 8 years, it stayed exactly what it was, a young man's song about drowning. Then in 2002, producer Rick Rubin convinced an aging, ailing Johnny Cash to record it for the album American 4, The Man Comes Around. Cash even changed a single line, swapping out a curse word for crown of thorns, tying the song directly to images of suffering and sacrifice.
Goes away in the air.
And then Cash sang it, 70 years old, his body failing, less than a year away from his own death. And the exact same words that once described addiction stopped being about drugs at all.
Eat the stains of time. The feeling.
In Cash's voice, Hurt became something much bigger, a man looking back at an entire life. Every mistake he ever made, every person he ever let down, every year he had left, running out fast.
My sweetest friend.
The music video, directed by Mark Romanek, showed Cash surrounded by faded pictures of who he used to be, next to his wife, June Carter Cash, who passed away only months after it was filmed.
Everyone I know goes away.
Watching it feels less like watching a music video and more like watching someone say goodbye.
His friend. Everyone I know.
When Trent Reznor first heard the recording, before he'd even seen the video, he said it felt strange, almost invasive, hearing something that deeply personal coming out of someone else's voice.
The feelings disappear.
But once he watched what Cash and Romanek had built, everything changed for him. He later admitted, plainly, that the song didn't belong to him anymore.
I will make you hurt.
It belonged to Johnny Cash now. The Hurt video won Best Cinematography at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards. It's one of the rare moments in music history where a cover song's video is remembered as more powerful than the song that inspired it in the first place.
Goes away in the